guys, it's Steph. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming my book Purge, my second stage in the Condren purging series. I'm doing my books, which I think I've touched on in the past is going to be a big struggle one for me. I'm a massive reader, a massive hoarder of books. I absolutely love books. I don't want to part with them ever. So this is going to be a really interesting one for me to get through. I'm anticipating it's going to take me probably about 2 hours or so, which I hope it doesn't. I hope I can get it done a lot quicker than that, but it's going to take me a while to sort of really narrow down my books. So yeah, I'm excited to do it though. I think it's going to be really like refreshing and stuff to do. So yep, let's just jump straight in. So I'm sorry about the lighting here, guys, but this is where I keep a lot of my books, and then all these ones sort of stacked on top and stuff is some of my more books that I keep in like a small bookshelf and stuff. I already pulled them out before filming, so sorry. Now, Marie Kondo rather discusses 4 breakdowns of books: general, which is books you read for pleasure; practical, which is references or cookbooks; visual, which is photograph collections, etc., and then magazines. She also says that unread books, reading them sometime means reading them never. And then she does in the book break down books to keep are those that belong in the Hall of Fame, and it's the books that are sort of like the books that you read all the time or that you go back to all the time, or things that are sort of relevant to you or things like that. Yeah. Now, with the sometimes means never thing, I actually disagree with that, because I have a lot of books that I haven't read, but I try to only keep one pleasure book, maybe 2 at a time. I try not to have, you know, sort of too many going at any one given point. Sorry, I've just added my Divergent series as well. As I was saying, I try to only keep 1 to 2 pleasure books at any given point. So it does take me a little bit to sort of rotate through them, and I do get gifted books quite a lot as well. And I also have some sentimental ones. Now, in this pile, I do have another box of books which are very sentimental to me, and I'm not going to part with them. And I also have a second copy of collector's edition Harry Potter books, which I'm also not getting rid of, so they're not shown here as well. I only have one photograph collection book, which is in this crate, so it's just going to get done in here rather than being a, what was the word she used? Let me find it again. Visual, rather than being a visual one, it's being kept in here. And I do have a couple of like reference books that are also for pleasure that are in here, and then I'll do my cookbooks as a separate section. Magazines, I don't really read magazines, but I've got like some travel brochure type magazines and stuff, and I'm not even going to show you that, like the piles are ridiculously huge. I'm just going to throw them out. So yeah, basically I'm just going to go through this and create 2 piles, keep and get rid of, and yeah. So that's all of these books done. This is my pile of getting rid of, and this is my pile to keep. I've actually got 4 stacks here. I'm keeping a lot more books. I am also keeping my Marie Kondo Life Changing Magic of Tidying Up. yeah, I'm going to keep all of those, all of these, get rid of all of these. So I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I've kept mostly my series and reference books, and not reference books, biography type books, and then a few childhood favourites that I can pass on to my kids. So I'm in my kitchen now, and in this bottom shelf of this unit that I have here is actually all of my cookbooks. I'm going to pull them out and sit them onto the floor or maybe the table, or I don't know, I might even just do it from in here, and I'm going to go through them. This is my garbage bin here, so I'll probably just push it out of the way, and my staircase is just on the other side here. So I'm going to go through my cookbooks as well and weed out what I can. So that's all of my cookbooks. I'm actually only getting rid of 3. One of them is this Simply Heaven, like sweet chili Philly, like Philadelphia cheese book. But I didn't even eat that, so I don't even know why I've got this. And then these 2 George Foreman ones, I got given these from my grandmother when she gave us her like a George Foreman grill. So I'm going to just return these to her, or just pack them away because my cousin may want them. I'm keeping a lot of my cake store, like my cake store book. I'm keeping 4 Australian Women's Weekly books. The 3 original Kids Parties ones, which are brilliant, and also the cocktail guide, as well as Disney Kids Party Cakes. I'm keeping that as well. I'm just going to pack them back in here as I go. The organisation here, I can already tell you, is not going to change drastically. My 2 Cake Boss books, I'm going to keep both of those. I do look at those quite frequently and I do love them. Let's pull that off the back there. The Busy Woman's Quick and Easy Recipes. There's actually quite a few that I want to try in here, and it's not a goal, but I want to start cooking a little bit more, and I'd love to try some new things because I'm a fussy eater, so I feel like that will come in handy. Then I kept all of my mini recipe books, which just sit on this side here, just because they are compact and nice and they do have good ideas, as well as my chocolate recipe book and my pasta recipe book, 2 of my favourite things in the world. And then lastly, I just kept this cocktails one as well. They fit a lot nicer in there now, and I'm really happy with that. So that's it for my book purge. I actually surprised myself and got rid of more than I thought I was going to, so I guess that's a positive. There is a secondhand bookstore across the road from my house. I don't know if I said that in my intro. Yeah, there's a secondhand bookstore across the road from my house, so I'm gonna take them there and donate. Aside from the couple that belong to my auntie, I'm going to return those to her. But yeah, so that's it for my book purge. If you guys enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you're following along with me, and let me know what your struggles were with the book purge. I'd love to know. Also, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any more of my Condren videos. I apologise for them being so spotty and all over the place at the moment. Life is life, you know, like shit just gets in the way, so I'm really trying hard to fix that, and hopefully I can get onto it. I'm actually in the, like, at the time of filming this, I'm actually in a huge like cleaning motivation thing, and I'm a hoarder, as I've said, so, you know, really trying hard to sort of sort my shit out. So hopefully I can get a few more of my purges filmed, edited, and uploaded for you guys a little bit more in advance, so that, you know, they're scheduled and whatnot. But yeah, as I said, subscribe if you don't want to miss any of those. All my social media links are down below as well. Please follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest. I think that's all I use.
whatever's linked below. Follow me on all of those and I will catch you on my next one. Bye!